first darts were thrown. Mervyn King, the #1 seed, was up against Bristol's Chris Mason, a semi-finalist in 1999 and 2000. King won just one leg in the first two sets, but fought back. It's 2 sets all, and here's the decider.
Game on.
We said earlier, Chris Mason 3-1 up in the semi-final last year. Ted Hankey came back, took the match.
140.
It was 2-0 up. It's now 2-2. We're in the final set. But a good start from Chris.
60.
Just help him, John, that 140 first throw.
Yes, well, he's approaching the Aki very calmly, almost too calmly at the points, but he's just trying to maintain his composure, be very professional, clinical.
121.
At this point, Mervyn's being much more aggressive at the board.
Yes, the flying through the air.
He's just trying to play very coolly, calmly, not let the emotion get the best of him. And Mervyn taking the opposite ploy.
You did mention about being on his mind about being 3-1 up last year. Now then, what a difference that makes.
Well, still, I think Chris slightly favored if he can get a treble here. 2 would be brilliant. Yeah, see now hard finish for Mervyn.
Mervyn, you require 140.
Well, he can't finish now, but a ton
60.
would help.
Chris, you require 78.
Treble 18 leaves double 12. Well, is it 12? So that's 66 left. He'll have to go for 16s. The treble would do. He wants the ball now.
53.
That was to keep his honour in this set.
That first dart was very costly.
80.
But here he is. It looks like he might go for 16s. He's gone for that. Round 14, the lead ball.
Looks like treble 11, John.
Well, I really think that was foolish not going for the 20s shot there.
It's the way he always goes. And as you say,
64.
not a shot of
Chris,
double.
you require 25.
Well, double 12 coming in.
Yes, that's the first leg. Chris Mason.
Brings applause from Lorna, his girlfriend. Nothing
Second
from
leg,
Mervyn.
Mervyn 2. Throw first. Game on.
Yes, I think it was very foolish there. I know it's the way he always goes, but you must have at least one dart at a double on 80, John.
80.
You know, especially after getting a chance where Chris really blew it on the first dart of his turn. A chance to really punish it, and he's gone the risky way. And really, I think Chris will feed off of that. I mean, he's been given a second life on that. That was for the break, that, too, as well, for Mervyn.
Yes, I think his confidence would have been shattered completely.
60.
As soon as that leg had gone to King.
You know, as it turned out, Mervyn, because he chose that shot selection, didn't even get a shot for the double.
100.
Let's see where he has to move, and he has to push it through the air just that little bit stronger.
100.
We see already Chris Mason already with advantage in this throw against the throw here, the second leg. Really applying himself.
Yes.
180.
There goes 6 arms there. Martin Fitzmaurice, a maximum, gets the crowd going and gets Mervyn King thinking. Needs a ton, I would think, for 161. Well, he's coming down for treble 19, a treble 17
57.
for the 170.
Chris, you require 100.
He doesn't even really need to do it this turn. Big
Well.
20 makes him happy.
45.
Wasted one dart, next throw. But there it is, 204 can't be finished, as we all know.
$94.
There's a big treble. Puts a little pressure on this shot. Double top. for 2-0 in the deciding set. Double 10 now.
35.
Not being kind to him, double 10, but this is the
Mervyn, you
outshot.
require 110.
Is it another turning point in the match? 50 left. Can go for 18, double 16. Double 16, only the one dart. It's there! What a turning point!
Mervyn King. Third leg, Chris to throw first.
All square in
Game on.
sets. All square in legs. There's the king. And back to the ace.
And well, both legs
81.
should have been against the throw, and somehow they've held on to the throw.
This throw of caution to the wind now. The world's number one, Mervyn King. Look at this. Yes!
180.
Smiles, cheers to both these players. It's that first start again, John. We've been saying throughout the match. Just masking the bed.
Well, gets him to a finish that last treble.
Fans from Holland all over the world. Needs another for a finish.
100. Chris, you require 140.
Chris was in this position in the last leg and somehow managed to lose it, so we'll see what happens here.
Well, he'll have to take the odd one off.
38.
Not by the three. Headaches from the Welsh contingent.
100.
Here we go.
Chris, you require 102.
First shot, 102 the out, 101 can still be done. Treble 17 ball. 84, treble 20 leaves double 12.
78. Mervyn, you require 101.
Options here, but treble 20 leaves 41. 81 left. Treble 19 or treble 15. Double 18. This last start. Oh,
83.
unlucky. The grimace.
Chris, you require 24.
And the double 12, the hold throw.
That double 12 again gets him out of it.
Chris Mason. 12th leg, Mervyn to throw first. Game on.
Got the supporters standing, but this now, Mervyn knowing that he has to take this leg to stay in the match.
97.
One big effort here from Chris Mason. Throwing quicker, John.
180.
Well, yes, what a start, what a moment to put a maximum away. If you've ever known pressure, King does now.
Well, and that's 3 and 3 legs for Chris, the past 3 legs.
100.
Just hanging on in there, but already with a slight advantage. 180 first throw. Wants another treble. Oh, he pulled it.
140.
But still, he'll be happy with that. The match is in his hands.
Yes, he needs at least one more treble here. Yes, he's got some kind of hope now. He'll be first for an opportunity.
121. 116. Not a bad score if he can get the treble.
85. Mervyn, you require 164.
Oh, the king of the maximums. 164. Treble 20. Can't finish now. Well, that's 38.
92.
Yes, good last
Chris, you
start.
require 96.
For the match, treble 20. Yes. Double 18, at least 2 darts. Good marker, 1 to go. Oh!
78.
Chris Mason. Look at Lorna, his girlfriend. Look at him. Can't believe it. Second chance of winning the match.
Yeah, that's 3 darts he's had for double for the match.
Mervyn, you
Thus far.
require 72.
Right, 72 options here. Can go for treble 16. He's got it. So double top.
Yeah.
Sorry, double 12. 46.
Mervyn,
48 it was, John.
Yes, he knew exactly what he needed.
It was double 12, it went in, it's all square, final set.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to remind both yourselves and the players that the fifth and final set must be won by 2 clear legs. Should the set score reach 5 legs each, the 11th leg becomes sudden death. Fifth leg, Chris to Rofus. Game on.
Just to reiterate what Martin was telling the crowd, is it in a tie-break situation? Has to be won by 2 clear legs. If we should reach 5-5, then it's sudden death up for the bull. And we said this was going to be a great battle. It's turned out that way. What an opener for the championship.
The odd thing in this set, Tony, is every leg almost should have gone against the throw, but somehow, miraculously, they've held their throw. It's been just very entertaining legs.
60.
But I think it's affecting Chris more than Mervyn, because Chris has had that opportunity of winning the match on 2 occasions.
But what we've seen is they've been playing very well under pressure of losing,
100.
but not so well under pressure of winning. If you can see what I mean.
It's a funny game.
You know, when they've got the shot for to clinch something, they've just been ever so tight, but when they've been under the threat of losing, they've made every shot.
83.
Maybe like it on the stage, John. There's that finish again. 161. All this revolves around that, John, when you're hitting 140s and tons. The 161 finish.
97. Mervyn, you require 161.
Treble 20. Treble 17. 84. So another treble 20 for double 12.
97. Chris, you require 126.
Well, 19's the shot here. A single 19. And now wants the bull.
101. Mervyn, you require 64.
Treble 16, double 8, single 16, double 16 to go ahead in the match. He's done it as well.
That's the fifth leg. Mervyn King.
Is that the first time he's been ahead in the match, John?
I believe so, yes it is. And now he has the throw to win the match. He was in foreign territory.
He's the British Open champion. Was beaten by John Boy Walton in the Winmore Royal Masters in the final. John Boy, we'll be seeing later, also beat Chris Mason. But here we are. Match points.
100.
Starting with a 140 as king, the leg that will take the match. Coming down. Good thinking.
137.
And profitable as well.
Well, Chris has to get a maximum, I think.
We know he can do it. Come on, Chris. Yes, keeps the match alive.
He was thinking the same as me.
Going bonkers, John. That awkward dart again.
Still Mervyn with the advantage of throw here. Well, that is an opening, even though he's not the finish. 6 starts from 2-2-1 for Chris Mason, I believe.
The red bit, though. Yes.
100. Mervyn, you require 164.
164 for the match. Treble 20, treble 18, and then the ball. It won't happen. There's the treble 18, so 80 left.
128. Chris, you require 121.
To save in the match. Oh, that's 6. 115. Well, treble 8, 20,
45.
anything.
Probably his last start.
Mervyn, you require 36.
Mervyn back to the stage there having a drink. The gold glittering. But will the king stay on the throne? Double 18.
Game.
Right into the corner.
And the match. Mervyn King.
Chris Mason once again way ahead. A comeback from Mervyn King. You've got to feel for Chris Mason, but Mervyn King, the world's #1, he's in the second round.
And here he is, Merv the Swerve, looking absolutely, dressed to You put Bobby and I to shame tonight, Merv. You look fantastic.
Thank you very much.
And you played great darts this afternoon too. But you must have thought it was all over. You were going out.
Oh, one time, yeah, definitely, yeah. Very hard game. First 2 sets I wasn't even in it. Totally blew me away, first 2 sets.
What was the turning point from your point of view, do you think?
When I got the 3rd set, you always think you're in with a chance, even 2-0 down, but when you manage to claw a set back, you know, you start thinking, well, if I can get one, then we'll just keep clawing, see if we can get another one. So once I got a set under my belt, I was a bit more comfortable.
Did you sense that Chris was starting to question himself when you were on the way back?
Oh no, Chris never does that. I mean, Chris is far too good a player to do that. He just plays his own game regardless of whatever you're doing. You can hit him back-to-back 180s and he'll still throw whatever he does regardless of whether you go 180-180 or 26-26. It's just, you know, it's just one of those things. It happened for me on the day.
Bobby Mervyn just kept in there, kept fighting, didn't he?
Well, he could have, I mean, Chris should have beaten 3-0. He had his chance to do it, 3-0. And he just kept going and going. He didn't give up. That's why he's #1 in the world. That's why, because he's been round, he's put a lot of time in his game, this guy. He goes in all the tournaments and he can handle the pressure now. And that was the difference. Chris didn't handle the pressure. He wasn't behind in the game, he was in front. And when you think, well, I'm going to win 3-0 here, no pressure on you. He just didn't get the doubles. And he came back and he played magic darts.
Do you feel any expectancy at that #1 seed tag?
Not expectancy, but there is a little bit of pressure there, especially over the last few years when the #1 seed has gone out in the first round. You know, I mean, that's always in the back of your mind. Thankfully, it didn't happen this time. It was very close, but thankfully it didn't happen.
Now, the first hurdle is overcome now, and I understand there's a big pike in there or something, isn't there, which
yeah.
you've set yourself the challenge of you're going to take out now.
Well, I'm going to have a go at that tomorrow, yeah. Bob has said I'm going to have a little fish tomorrow, so I'm going to get the rod and line out and have a lead in the pool tomorrow and see if we can have him out.
Well, let's hope you do well in the fishing. How will you do in the second round? John Walton, your opponent now.
We'll just take each game as it comes.
You turn into a football manager, Merv.
No, not at all. I mean, John is a very good friend of mine. He's a very good player. John was fortunate enough to beat me in the final of the World Masters a few weeks ago. I done what Chris done, missed doubles. I had chances to win 3 sets to 0. I missed. John come back. He won. So I know exactly how Chris feels. No, you just take each leg as it comes and each game as it comes. You try your utmost. You try, obviously, for as many points when you start the leg and to finish as soon as you can. So you just take each game and each leg as it comes.
Well, all the very
that's
best to you.
personal anyway. Yeah.
All the very best to you,
Thank
and
you.
I hope you keep the fashion sense up as well over there. I'm just looking. Look at that. Look at your left hand and your left hand there. That's absolutely incredible. What about that?
Lend us a pound, Bob. Lend us a pound.
Who's going to win as far as the goal's concerned? Mervyn, all the best to you in the next round.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Now, let's just take a look now at